Good day, students. Today, let's discuss the answers of your 11th standard Say Sheet textbook of lesson 6. So the first one, they want you to put the verbs in the present tense. So here you have all reflexive verbs, and reflexive verbs are indicated with SC or S apostrophe before the infinitive, that is before the full verb. So here the first one says, I am an early riser. I wake up early. So remember, for JE, the reflexive pronoun is ME or M apostrophe before a vowel or H. So always you have to put JE followed by ME. So that goes for each of the sentences here. Then basically what you're doing for each of the verbs, they are all ER verbs. You're just deleting the letter R. That's all is happening here. In other words, you're cutting ER and adding the letter E. So you can see here, cut ER, add E, cut ER, add E, and similar for all these three verbs which follows. You're just cutting ER, adding E. That's all for the first exercise. Second exercise, again present tense. So you have to know the conjugation. For the first one, it is ashte, meaning to buy. So again, the ending is E here. So cut ER, add E. The next one, we are saying the students. So here this one is they, which is ILS, and the ending is ENT here. So you cut ER, add ENT. The students return from the picnic. The next one, the customers are leaving for the capital. So again here plural. So cut IR, add ENT here. The next one, you do what's essential. So here we are talking about the fair verb, which is to do, and it is an irregular verb. So you have to memorize this one, which is vous faites, which is FAITES. The next one, we begin. So again here, commencer is a ER verb. Cut ER, put ONS, and then don't forget the saddle accent below the letter C. Okay, so which gives the sound of S, commençons. That's about this one. Third one, again the present tense, where you should know the present tense conjugation. It's a IR verb. So for vous, we cut IR and add the ending ISSEZ. Vous finissez, you finish the homework tomorrow. Again ILS for ER, cut the ER, add ENT. The third one, remember, you have to cut DRE and add ONS. Alright, remember DRE. It's not cutting RE and ONS. Remember, you have to cut DRE and then ONS. Fourth one, cut ER, add E. Alright, last one, cut ER, add ENT because it is ELLES. That's about this. Fourth exercise, again future tense. So remember the future tense, you have to remember the future endings, which was already discussed in lesson number 5. So the future endings are nothing but AI, AS, A, ONS, EZ, ONT. If it's an irregular verb, memorize the future stem. So voir as an irregular future stem, which is VRR, followed by the ending for je, which is AI. The next one, the director will go on a trip to Cannes. So here again, fair as an irregular future stem, which is FER. And here when I say the director, I am talking about the form of IL, he. So the ending is A. Alright. The next one says the festival of Cannes will take place in May. So again, avoir as a irregular future stem, which is AUR, followed by the letter A. When I say the festival, I'm talking about IL again, it. The next one, nous, as a normal future stem, regular future stem, which is PARTIR itself. So directly you can add the ending for nous, which is ONS. And aller, to go, as an irregular future stem, which is IR, and the future ending for VOUS is EZ. So that's about this exercise. Next one, they want to answer using pronoun Y, meaning there, THERE. So are you going to the department? And in the example it says, yes, I am going there. So look at the first sentence. She is in the classroom. You're going to say, yes, she is there. So you'll say we, ELLEYEST. So remember, the pronoun Y is coming before the verb. The next one, you are going to the railway station. Follow the example. Yes, I am going there. So what was in the example itself, you can take and write it as it is. Third one, he is going to the university. Now you have to reply and say, yes, he is going there. So IL and Y before the verb VA. So yes, she is going there. The next one, she is attending the wedding. Yes, she is attending it. So again here you're using pronoun Y before the verb assist. You are going to the market. Yes, I am going there. So again pronoun Y before the verb VAIS, and don't forget JE becomes J apostrophe. Alright. Okay, the sixth one, they want you to transform the sentences using pronoun Y or pronoun en. So remember pronoun en when you have like from a particular place, when you want to say from there, okay, or if it's going to be a quantity, at that time you can use pronoun en. But if you are going to a particular place, you're going there, at that time you can use pronoun Y. So the first one says, if you look here, it says the youngsters are coming from Spain. So you're going to say the youngsters are coming from there. So here you use pronoun en, from there. So that's why you can see here en coming before the verb bien, and remove which is not necessary. So from Spain, from D till the last word you have to remove. Second one, we are going to France. So you're going to say we are going there. So again remove en France and put Y before along. Third one, we are going to the cafe. Again we are going there. So we replace au cafe with Y before the verb here. Fourth one, she is adding some salt. You sell, you remove and put en here. Okay, so L on ajoute. She is adding some. Last one, we don't eat any meat. So remove de viande and put en before the verb manger, and any becomes an apostrophe here. Right. Fourth one, they want you to answer to the questions. So the first one, where do you buy your clothes? So I'm saying I buy my clothes at so and so place. The option B, when will you return from school? So here I'm saying I return from school at 4 p.m. 16 hours. Why do you arrive late? I arrive late because I missed the train. Then who washes the dishes at your place? I'm saying my mother washes the dishes at my place. Then the last one is, what do you like to eat? Simple sentence, I like to eat fruits. All right. Eighth one, they want you to make fill in the blanks with the expressions of the verb faire, and they're giving you the following expressions: faire la lessive, meaning to do the washing; faire la vaisselle, meaning to wash the vessels or the dishes; faire la queue, meaning to stand in line, to come in queue; and then faire la cuisine, to do the cooking; faire beau, when we talk about the weather, when you want to say the weather is good, the weather is sunny, nice, at that time we say il fait beau. So the first one says il fait beau aujourd'hui, meaning the weather is fine today, we are going to the seaside. Second one, my mother does not have a dishwasher, so you're going to say she washes the dishes. So you'll put the faire verb conjugation, which is FAIT for ELLE, and followed by the expression which is given here, la vaisselle. And then here, I have a washing machine, I do the washing, so je fais, that is the conjugation, and then you can see a la lessive, so I do the washing. Then he stands in line, or he comes in queue he forms the queue at the railway station. So fait la queue, right? And finally, directly you can put the verb faire without conjugation, because here I like to do the cooking. So here the first verb is conjugated. So directly here, the next verb you can put it as it is, all right? Ninth one, negative. So you know in the negative you put any or an apostrophe before the verb and PAS after the verb. If it's going to be a reflexive formation, put any an apostrophe before the reflexive pronoun and PAS after the verb conjugation. So here you can see NE se lève, meaning my mother does not get up at so and so time. All right. Then the next one, we do not go for a walk in the evenings in the park. So again here it's a reflexive verb formation. So you put any before the reflexive pronoun nous, and then after the verb pronoun you put pas. The next one, look at the question here. It says levez-vous tôt, meaning get up soon. All right. So here levez-vous tôt is in the affirmative. All right. So you have the verb followed by the subject pronoun in the imperative form. But if you're going to convert it to negative, see the change. You have any followed by the reflexive pronoun vous, then you have the verb, then PAS. Okay, so remember any reflexive pronoun vous, then verb conjugation, then pas. The next one, elle se prépare vite. Okay, she gets ready quickly. So here again, any before the reflexive pronoun, after the verb PAS. Last one, the child goes to bed at so and so time. So here you have so couche, so you put any before SE, and after couche you put EAS. That's all. Next exercise is only translation, so just have a look at the translation here. That's all for now, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.